All right. Good morning, everyone. It is 10 o'clock, so we are going to get started. Welcome to Delaware Commute Solutions Info Series number 19 with our special guest speaker, Dart, and we will be discussing Delaware's public transportation and moving you forward throughout Delaware. So again, if you are just joining us, please go ahead and introduce yourself in the chat box. Tell us where you're joining us from. And also, if you have any questions as we're going through the presentation, you can also enter them in the chat box, and Sarah and I can go through any questions that you may have towards the end. So we can move on to the next slide. So again, this is our series number 19. Crazy how quick it goes, but we welcome Sarah Fuller with DART, and she will be providing us with some information. But first, we're just going to go through some information about Delaware Commute Solutions real quick as well. So we could advance to the next slide, please. So Delaware Commute Solutions, we are a free commuter service program that is run through DART First State. We work with employers, employees, colleges, students, higher education institutes as well. And our goal is to improve the air quality of the state and to also reduce the traffic congestion. And we do this by encouraging all modes of clean commuting. And by doing this, we're also assisting you with your transportation options on how to get to work or to school. We are dedicated to reducing the number of single occupancy vehicles on our roadways. And again, this helps to improve the air quality, reduce the traffic on our roadways throughout Delaware, and then assist you with your transportation options. Next slide, please. So when I mention clean commute modes, here are all our clean commute modes. We have carpooling, biking and walking, van pooling, compressed work weeks, teleworking, also known as working from home, and then also transit, which we are going to focus on today. We are focusing on transit for the month of June. Transit does involve both the DART buses as well as SEPTA too. So I encourage you, if you're doing any of these clean commute modes, to register for Delaware Commute Solutions so you can utilize the benefits for the program. Or even if you have any questions or want to look at what some of your options are to get around the state, to get to work and get to school, we could help with customizing your commute. And Sarah today is going to talk about how we can utilize DART to commute throughout the state. So next slide, please. And just a quick background, Sarah Fuller has been working at the Delaware Transit Corporation since 1995. She began in the paratransit reservation section, and with a background in education and communications, public relations, and graphic design, moved quickly into the marketing department shortly thereafter. Currently, Sarah attends outreach and public meeting events. She creates advertising and videos for DART, develops and implements DART surveys, and over the years continues to serve on several DTC committees. And these include fair policy, ADA compliance, and the Elderly Disabled Transit Advisory Committee. So that's a lot. That's awesome, Sarah. So I'm going to turn it over to you, and I'll be back towards the end. But again, if you have any questions as Sarah is going through the information, please feel free to utilize the chat box for those questions. Sarah, it is all yours.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you for that introduction. I am thrilled to be here this morning to speak with our audience about Delaware Transit Corporation, which operates DART First State. I'm going to turn my camera off so I can focus on the presentation. As Amy said, once we get to the end of the presentation, if you leave any questions in the chat, I'd be more than happy to answer those questions. Okay. As I said, Delaware Transit Corporation operates DART First State. And one of the primary things with public transit is that it's been environmentally friendly. And one of DART's missions is to continue to do so while providing service to the people in the state of Delaware that need it. DART offers, you can go to the next slide, please. DART offers a statewide network of transportation options, and they include the following. We have fixed route services. We have seasonal fixed route beach bus service. We have paratransit services for people with disabilities, and we offer commuter train service, which is contracted through SEPTA. In that fixed route realm, we have 64 bus routes currently. 36 of them are in Newcastle County, 10 are in Kent County, 6 are in Sussex County, We actually have 4 intercounty and 1 seasonal intercounty, which is the beach bus connection service Route 305. We have 1 flex route in Sussex County, and we recently added an on-demand microtransit service, which is a pilot program now operating in Sussex County, which began in April 12th of this year. The seasonal beach bus services, we have 6 of those. And then, of course, I said we operate the SEPTA Wilmington Newark line, the Delaware line. And they provide 41 weekday trains, 8 Saturday trains, and 7 Sunday trains. So we, in all, we do provide a lot of service throughout the entire state. You can go to the next slide, please. Our fleet, we have 247 fixed route buses, 294 paratransit buses, and 4 rail cars. So we've got a lot of vehicles out there on the road providing this service throughout the state. And we like to say that we provide a very convenient and friendly and reliable service. Next slide, please. In addition to many things that we've done to increase the technology available on our buses, we can now say that all of our buses have free Wi-Fi service. So when you get on the bus, you are able to use your phone. We provide a network name and a password for all of our riders. Next slide, please. When we talk about being environmentally friendly, I can't say enough about how much DART has worked towards increasing our green technology in a number of ways, and our vehicles are just one of those ways, and it's actually a big one. Right now we have electric buses. We have 3 low to no emission bus grants that we've received to help us accomplish this. We've got 20 electric buses. You've probably seen them driving around. You can't miss them. They're very attractive. They have artwork on the bus that clearly lets you know that it's an electric bus. We've got 6 operating in Dover, 8 operating in Newcastle County, 2 in the beach area, 4 for statewide. I think those have arrived and they're going to be put on the roads if they already aren't yet. And these buses are 100% battery electric. They're very quiet. I don't know if you've ever ridden in an electric vehicle of any sort, but they are all extremely quiet. They have 0 emissions, no exhaust, and no tailpipe. If you remember the days when you're riding behind a bus and you see the smoke coming out of the tailpipe, those days are gone when it comes to these electric buses. These buses are 4 to 5 more times more efficient than comparable diesel buses, and they also provide lower maintenance costs. I actually had the opportunity to test drive an electric vehicle, not a bus, but a vehicle. And I was asking about the maintenance costs, and it was like a no-brainer. I had to think about it. There's not a lot of maintenance costs. You don't have to get the oil changed. You don't have to have work on the engine. You know, you might have to get your windshield blades replaced every now and then. But the maintenance costs for the electric vehicles are so much lower. And then finally, with these buses, there's faster acceleration than on a diesel bus. Next slide. Another part of the technology, and I'm going to keep bringing that up because DART has just made so many great strides in that. Some time ago, we added real-time transportation info to our DART Transit app, and that provides trip planning. You can do this all on your phone, a mobile, a map of bus routes and stops, real-time bus information, mobile fare payment, which is through our DART app called DART Pass, cash-free transactions when you're using your phone. When a passenger boards the bus and they've purchased their fare on their phone, they've had to show their phone to the operator to confirm the fare. In a short while, I'll give you some information on a brand new piece of technology that we've added to even make that more convenient, showing the driver your fare or that you've paid for it. We give the customer the ability to sign up for our rider alerts, which provide information on any bus detours or any significant information that DART wants to let our customers know. We're seeing increasing numbers of people using our rider alerts to get up-to-date and current information about DART. And also, we've added the ability for our paratransit customers to check their estimated time of arrival for their paratransit bus. So all of this is wrapped into this amazing DART Transit app, and it pretty much gives people a one-stop place to do most of the things that they need to do with DART. Next slide, please. I was just talking about the mobile fare payment app. This is called Dart Pass, and when you download it from either the Google or Apple Pay stores, you can find that this is a very convenient way to pay. You set up an account. You have the option to select which service you're using, either fixed route or paratransit, and then you have the ability to scroll through the different fare payment options that are available for you to purchase on your phone. It's easy to sign up. What this does, it's not just convenient for the customers, it allows for quicker boarding, which helps us in turn keep our buses on time. And it's a very popular contactless fare payment that we are finding that more and more customers are using every day. The features on the Dart Pass app include the daily, 7-day, and 30 passes. We recently added a 20 ride ticket and a new student fare. So as we increase our fare options, the Dart Pass will also follow and be able to provide that as well. Next slide, please. As you know, we're just coming out of the major issues that we've had with the COVID pandemic. All along, DART has continued to serve our customers. If we had any kind of reduction in service or reduction with the capacity of passengers on buses, DART has been there through the entire journey. And we still continue to have ongoing efforts related to our service, even though businesses are opening and people are returning to work. DART is still paying attention to what's going on with COVID and in the desire to continue to protect our customers and our operators. We are continuing to do temperature checks when they arrive for their first shifts. The drivers are still provided with masks, hand sanitizers, wipes, and gloves. The driver barriers that we've put up on the buses that create some distance between our drivers and our customers. The social distancing measures, which have been lifted to a certain degree. We now are allowing for full capacity on our buses. Customers are still required to wear face covering on the buses, and we are continuing to administer nightly and midday bus cleanings. So we continue to keep our customers and our operators in mind, even as we are kind of opening up again through the COVID epidemic. Next slide. Our beach bus service. This is one of the most popular services that DART offers, and it's running now daily service between 5 a.m. and 2 a.m., and this is until September 12th. Serves Lewis to Ocean City, Maryland, including Millsboro and Georgetown, and there's free parking at the Lewis and Rehoboth Park and Rides. This is a lot that we offer in the beach areas, and we assume that this is going to continue to be the most popular service that we have in our system. And I believe that this summer is going to be much, much better than last summer. The Route 305 Beach Connection, which is what I mentioned earlier, that runs from Wilmington to Rehoboth on Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays until September 6th. That's a nice opportunity for people who live up north to be able to have a bus service that can get them down to the beach areas. Next slide, please. So many things at DART are new. We recently introduced DART Connect. This is in Sussex County. This is a pilot program that we're going to run for 1 year. It replaced the Flex Routes 901 and 902. And somewhat like our mobile and our DART Transit app, the DART Connect app is also available on your phone, or you can use a telephone and call in to participate in using DART Connect as well. This is a new way for customers to get around and between Georgetown and Millsboro. And it's usually wait times are around 15 minutes, and it's kind of like an Uber or a ride share type program where you find out where you want to go, you put that into the app, and then you are responded to about what time the vehicle is going to pick you up. And you usually wait no more than 15 minutes during the hours. This service runs Monday through Friday from 5:45 a.m. to 8 p.m. And the cost to use DART Connect is the same as our DART bus fares, which is $2 per ride. And we're looking forward to seeing how this pilot works out. So far, it's doing very, very well. Um, and if we get any bugs out, we might look at expanding it. We might look at changing it. There's a lot of flexibility right now as long as it's a pilot, but this is the only place in the state right now that it's operating. And pretty soon we're going to be introducing a video on our YouTube channel that explains Dart Connect further. If you need any more information about this, if you're in Sussex County or if you're interested, please check our website or go to our YouTube channel. Next slide, please. And because you are so smart and you are working and providing a commute smart, Dart is really taken a very heartfelt look at ourselves and our customers. And we came up with a few years ago, you are the heart of Dart. And maybe you have seen this. We've featured our employees, we've featured customers, and we really are doing this to kind of reinforce our brand promise. Next slide, please. Our customer brand promise is about the people who work at DART being truly the heart of DART and are dedicated to delivering an exceptional customer service every day in every way to the communities we serve. And I think that for me being here for so long, I can clearly tell you that DART is a family, and we look at our services and our customers as well as family. And we hope to continue to bring you the best service that we can. I also want to let you know that we are about to have a public hearing workshop, which I would like you to check out our website. You can find more details and information. It's going to be held on April 22nd from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's a virtual public hearing workshop. We have information about our statewide service change proposal on our website and the ability for you to share the link or visit the link and attend our public hearing. This is the best way that we can get feedback from our customers, not just for service changes, but also in between when we do community conversations and we reach out to the community to get feedback on our services. So I appreciate you listening to my presentation, and if we have any questions, Amy, you can let me know.
Yep. So if anyone has any questions, please go ahead and put them into the chat and we'll go through them. And Kathleen, thank you for putting the public hearing information on there. I see she just put that in the chat. But Sarah, that's all great information as we're waiting to see if anybody has any questions. We really appreciate you coming on and telling us what DART is up to and the updates.
Yes.
I think DART has made it really convenient for everyone to ride the bus, and
Yes.
we all appreciate that.
Yeah, and
So
I should say too, if there's anything that I didn't cover, there's so much information
mhm.
with everything that has to do with DART. If you visit our website or you visit any of our social media channels, you will see most of the things that I've just talked about today, and be able to get more information if you need it, even if it's after this ends.
Yeah, and I see somebody is typing, but one thing I love too is on the electric buses. I love the I don't it's not advertising, but just letting you know it's electric, and on the back of it it says, "Look, no tailpipe."
Yes, exactly.
Mhm. We do
And
have a
sometimes I'm
question.
driving down the road and I see that and people kind of look at the bus like, oh,
Yeah.
it's a very attractive vehicle, not just environmentally friendly.
Right, it really is. And we do have a question here that Erin has asked. What is the age range for student fare?
The student fare is applicable for students age 17 and older. They do have to present an ID to the driver when they board, but it's 17 years of age and older for students. And their fare actually is lower. They pay $1 per zone.
Okay,
So
that
they
was going
get
to
a
be my
nice
follow-up
discount.
question.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right, great. As if there's any other questions, go ahead and put them in. I'm going to move over to the next slide. So James, if you could advance to the next slide. But again, Sarah, great information. It's always great to hear the new updates and the new advances that DART is making as well throughout the state of Delaware. But one thing
Thank you
we
so
also want
much, Amy.
Yeah, of course. We also want to remind you, Delaware Commute Solutions, we are a free commuter program through DART. I encourage you to sign up for the program to utilize the benefits that we have as well. And we can help you customize your commute, finding what clean commutes work for you. Very easy to register. You can go right to our website, DelawareCommuteSolutions.org, or you can also download our app, which you see a quick photo of, DECS, and that is for Apple or Android devices. So, and all you need to do is your name, email, and you create your own password and you'll have a secure profile. Next slide, please. One thing we also want to make sure everyone is aware of, because we are focusing on transit for the month of June, we have a little contest going on. So it's Transit Bingo. Very easy to do. All you have to do is check off 3 of the squares that you see in this little bingo board, and you will be entered into a drawing to win a Wawa gift card. And how you enter is you submit the bingo gift card either through social media. We do have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or you can simply email a photo of your completed bingo card to general@delawarecommutesolutions.org. Submissions do need to be in by the end of June 30th, and we will pick a winner randomly in the early July. So go ahead and get your submissions in so you could be entered into that Wawa gift card. I know we all love our Wawas around here. Next slide, please. So again, I want to thank you all for joining us for our Info Series 19 with Sarah. Great information again. This was recorded, so it will be posted on our website next week in case you want to view it again, or if you want to share it, please feel free. Also, we will have our next Info Series, number 20, which will review the Get a Job, Get a Ride program, which is a free employer/agency program that we are running for DART as well. So please go ahead and mark your calendars for July 16th, and that will be our next Info Series. Sarah, thank you again so much for sharing all this great information. And on behalf of the Delaware Commute Solutions team, I want to say thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend. And again, we will follow up with an email too with information. So you'll have our contact in case you have any questions. Thanks again, Sarah. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you.